Hey everybody, it's Randy Pearson, Vice President of Life and Annuities at Gord Marketing, and welcome to another episode of Selling Life and Annuities. Today we're going to be talking about guaranteed income in retirement for your clients. So today I've got with me Tim Luby, our new Annuity RVP, and Clayton Duvall, our Annuity Marketer Extraordinaire, and we're going to be talking about guaranteed income within the annuity space. So guys, why is guaranteed income important, and kind of how does it work within the insurance annuity space?
That's a good question. Annuities offer one of the only opportunities for a guaranteed income that you can find from a retirement income planning standpoint. The fact that they can provide an income that's guaranteed, often tied to how long someone's going to live, is very unique. And it's often a tax-advantaged income as well.
In addition to that, look, it'll provide an income stream that nobody can outlive.
All right, fantastic. So, the income stream that might last for life, I mean, how does that work? And how can an insurance carrier guarantee that?
Well, there's a couple different ways. The traditional method that's been around for a long time is annuitization, or an immediate annuity, which really involves exchanging a lump sum of money for a stream of income to last a lifetime. But what we're seeing a lot more of now is some of the index products that are out there, fixed index annuities with income riders on them. And these can provide an income that can be guaranteed for as long as someone lives, but without having to give up the asset. Still having access to the value of that for as long as it lasts. And that's important.
A lot of these insurance carriers are providing a guaranteed interest rate, whether you're looking at 6% compounding interest or 7.25% simple interest or 10% simple interest. Also, from these income streams, a lot of these products have enhancements in the form of a bonus on the front end. So it's a great way to turbocharge your retirement income streams that you would need for the later parts of life by investing today.
What you're telling me is a consumer who's perhaps reached retirement, they've got a bunch of money in, for example, their qualified retirement plan at work. They could take those funds, put them in this annuity product, get a big bonus on the front end, and receive something like as much as 8, 9, or 10% simple interest on that money on a guaranteed basis?
Absolutely.
Absolutely.
Wow. Now, I was riding a plane recently, and I was reading an article from one of the investment journals out there, and they were talking about insurance products in general and income riders in specific, and they were ranting about the high fees and expenses that are associated with these guarantees. Is that accurate?
To me, in my opinion, that's a bogus claim. I think these the fees that you would pay for an income rider, one, it's a fee charged by the insurance carrier, not the broker itself. So the one thing I must reiterate is I'm not taking your money, client. The insurance carrier is going to charge you a nominal fee. But look at it like it's a cheap term life insurance rider, where you're literally paying for a benefit that you know is going to lock in a guaranteed retirement amount down the road by paying a small fee today.
There's a fee, the average is probably right around a point or just under a point, but what you get for that fee is phenomenal. In terms of the step-up rates that clients can get, the bonus up front, the guaranteed step-ups, and the withdrawal factors that are used to calculate someone's income. We don't see people concerned about the fee at all.
What you're really describing is back in the day when most of our parents, our fathers perhaps, worked at an employer that provided a defined benefit plan. Guaranteed income from work or for life from your employer at work that you could never outlive. The only difference is you're funding it yourself and your employer's not funding it.
You're also in the process of moving it into a fixed index annuity with the rider. You're removing market risk. No more downside market risk, and no chance that, a year before you retire, the market goes down 20, 30%, and so does your retirement income. So you remove that risk from it, and still have guaranteed step-ups, guaranteed continued growth in your income. Not necessarily the account value, but the income can continue to grow in a way without market risk. So that's a win-win. The closer someone gets to retirement, the more important they reduce that risk.
So Clayton, are there any stipulations as to when a client could actually exercise a rider or initiate the income?
Good question. So a client can elect income as early as within 30 days of a policy being issued and placed in force, or a customer can wait 1 year, 5 years, 10 years. Heck, I was working on a case a couple days ago for a client she's 45 and does not want to turn on income until she's 70. And so, of course, I went and found a product that's performance-based income growth, And at the end of the day, we'll still provide good guarantees for this woman when she hits the retirement age, while at the same time she has peace of mind knowing she can't lose any of her money now.
Excellent. Very good. So Tim mentioned upside potential with zero downside risk. What other features or benefits would an agent want to know about these products if they wanted to start selling?
Look, the first and foremost thing is you don't need a securities license to sell these products. If you're selling a fixed annuity and indexed annuity and you want to include an income rider for your customers, you don't need a securities license. I get asked that question all the time.
That's an excellent point. You also, the income that you're talking about securing also can have tax advantages. It could be a tax-advantaged income, easy for me to say. But also, there can be living benefits as well. So that income can be improved or secured, or can help to address things like being confined in a nursing home or being diagnosed with a terminal illness. So there's some other living benefits that can affect that income too that can make a big difference.
Interesting. I would imagine for folks over 65, all of those features and advantages of that product wrapped up into one nice bundle would be eminently sellable, right? So to assist agents out there in helping them sell more indexed annuities with income riders and other benefits and features that can guarantee that income for the rest of their life, I know you guys wrote a white paper on those riders and how they work. And if you're an agent out there watching this video and you'd like a copy of that white paper, make comments in the comment section below this video and we'll make sure we get it out to you. In addition, I'd ask you to like our video, share our video. Make sure you tune in every Tuesday, because every Tuesday we're rolling out a new video on insurance, life, and annuity subject matters that will help you sell and grow your career in the insurance business. I want to thank Clayton and Tim for joining me on this episode of Selling Life and Annuities. Stay tuned for the next one coming out next Tuesday. We'll see you.
Thank you.
Take care.